Alright, Shalom, or praise see how Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakaka Dash the Barnes to the apostles at GreatMillStone. You know, it says Edward Heath, pedophile investigation, former UK Prime Minister would have faced questioning. Now, the reason why I'm putting this video up is because, you know, it's like every other day. I mean, when you watch the news, I mean, you forget the list of people, even Rolls Harris they had up. But they're always basically they have these elites and these people at the top or whoever. They have these pedophile rings, and what they do is get little children, you know, little 5-year-old boys, and pop them, or, you know, do all kind of different things to these, you know, little boys and stuff like that. And you know, that just proves that Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of. I mean, you can look at this dude and see that this dude's weirdo. But you know, they're always coming out. None of these dudes are getting arrested. They'll bring them to court, and the next minute you don't even hear about it anymore. So this just proves that Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of, because, you know, on this, you might watch the Sky News, the BBC News, and they'll just be they'll mention it. But then when you go to try and find the article, or you try and find individuals, it's kind of hard. So it's like you got to know the names of the people that they brought up with questioning, because they had a whole bunch of people, man. Like I said, Rolls Harris, they had him on it. I don't know what happened to him. You know, if he went to jail or, you know, whatever. I don't think he is, but I could be mistaken. I haven't checked it back out. But for the most part, a lot of the individuals that participate in these things, they get away with it, you know. Some of them just get outed. You know, it says, after decades of speculation, British police have said new evidence presents a serious case against Edward Heath. The former Prime Minister died in 2005 after 50 years in the Conservative Party. So that's another trend. All of a sudden he dies. All of a sudden, we found out what he was doing. When he dead, how many odd years after he died? He died in 2005. All of a sudden, yeah. Oh, now we know what he did. Deceased British Prime Minister Heath would have faced police interrogation over child abuse claims if he were still alive. Police announced on Thursday the Conservative politician who served as the country's leader from 1970 to 1974 was accused of raping and indecently assaulting 5 boys. Heath was a subject of a mammoth 2-year police investigation after being named a suspect during a historical child abuse probe. Now, you know, the thing is that you've got a whole bunch of them, you know, and they're like 5-year-old boys and shit like that. They're a bunch of freaks, man. You know, and this is why this fucking system has to go down. Here it is, your politicians and you this and you that, and, you know, whatever, man. They're fucking sitting up there and popping little boys in the back passage. What kind of society is this to uphold? Why would you want a place like this to stay in power? I mean, think about it. All you scoffers and scorners that come on the board, I don't hear you saying nothing about this. You've just got a problem, like, for example, just one scuffer running around. You know, he's mad that we've brought out the icons and we show you that the people in the Dark Ages were so-called black. He's just got a problem. That's the only thing he's got. You know, that he's just got a big problem with that. Well, what about what you devils are doing? Going around the earth, rape, robbing, murdering, stealing land, stealing nationalities, stealing resources. And let me tell you this, man. This place is in for a World War III. It's gonna happen. Okay. Anyway, so Edward Heath was an extremely prominent, influential, and high-profile person who was arguably one of the most powerful people in the world. Wiltshire Police Chief Constable Mike Vale said, announcing the investigation findings, the allegations against him were the utmost serious and from a significant number of people. So, I'm get a scripture out, man. Because like I said, you know, this is just how Esau gets down. He's the devil. He's off. But you got you fucking morons. You ain't got nothing wrong. You got no anything that's wrong in this world. You ain't got a problem with that. You just got a problem with us. Well, Yahweh Shai said that, man. They hated me. If they hate, basically, if they hate you, it's because they hated me before. So if they hate me, they'll hate you. Because the world hated the Lord, man. So we're gonna receive of the same thing. Doesn't the scripture say they hate them that rebuke and negate? You wicked demons. You don't want us to come out with the facts because you're just a bunch of fucking wicked degenerates. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. So the Bible's telling you the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked, the devil is ruling the planet. These freaks. These fucking freaks. That's why articles like that come out, because who's in charge of the earth? The fucking these freaks, man. Okay, they're freaks. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, okay? Habakkuk 2:4, behold his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. They also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, enlargeth his desires as hell. Anywhere it goes, man, and it says death. Anywhere it goes, it brings death. It brings hell. You know, but you wanna call this an enlightened society. You wanna call this. You get mad at us because we're telling you the truth. Or what you gotta say about this? And he's just one. You know what I might. There was another geezer called Teddy, if I'm not mistaken. You had Rolf Harris on this. There's many. They're all coming out. And it's always men at the top. Because they do have something called pedophile rings. So look, former Chelsea player claims club paid through silence on sexual abuse. See, there's loads of articles. British police investigate ex-PM child abuse claims. That's the Edward Heath one. So, you've got... Come on, man. Like I said, there's many articles on this sort of stuff. And this is how Esau gets down. And when you check it out... 42 of the 42 allegations made against Heath, 7 would have been warranted further question. But Chief Constable Vale said the detectives drew no conclusion about his innocence or guilt. The alleged incidents occurred between 1956 to 1992 when he was serving as a Member of Parliament, but not during his stint as a Prime Minister, said Wiltshire Police. You know, so basically they were covering up for this dude. It's just like the whole thing with and you know this dude's an Edomite. Look how red he is, man. Look how red this geezer is. You know what, let me get that scripture. Red boy. Let me get that. Because a lot of you people have got a problem with that. No, Esau, that ain't Esau. You're crying because you're upset. You're trying to make the scriptures be certain else than what it is. Genesis 25, and why else would Edom be called red? Why else? Why are you going to call someone red? Genesis 25 and 26, and the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. He came out red. Look at this red boy here, man. It's red demon. You know, look at him. So that just shows you a lot. And like I said, these devils are gonna go down because you think the Lord's gonna allow this to go on forever. Them raping little boys in the back passage. Well, everybody looks up to them and votes for them, and you people make excuses for them. You ain't got nothing. Like I said, you got nothing to say against people like this, but. Could we bring out the truth? We're just the worst thing on the planet. GreatMillStone. These guys get a pass no matter what they do. You know? I mean, the shit is just ridiculous. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to bring out that information. Just you got devils all over this planet, and you got a lot of devils over here in England. I mean, off society. You know, and the Lord's coming to knock them off that throne. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.